Flower.
Alright, we are sending it live.
Send it.
I was going to ask you something before we went live, but it's too late then.
Sweet.
Alright, we are live.
Okay, I am waiting for the live notifications. Okay, so there's the Amp Live on YouTube.
There's the Instagrizzles.
I'm looking for the Instagrams on the Computadora. There it is. It's doing the thing where it's like it's popping up and then immediately going away. Yeah, click the live. There we go. I got some rat jazz. What are you watching right now?
Rat Detective 14, gnawing after midnight.
Rat jazz. Gotta love me, rat jazz. What are you watching?
I'm watching what Ross sent me 3 days ago.
What did I send you 3 days ago?
The big sacrificial fight scene from Girls Who Panzer.
Oh.
Right, I forgot about that.
Not like I also watch and see it.
Hey, be careful. It's a slippery slope. Sooner or later, you're gonna turn out like me.
Girls und Panzer.
Just more so responding 3 days later or longer.
What up, guys?
Ross, wait, hold on. Where else where you go?
I was gonna
Doing Ross things.
Yeah, do my things.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Have fun.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Have a good
Don't
time.
break
Have a wonderful
anything.
time.
Don't break
I'm
anything.
leaving.
There's nothing for him to stretch and
Watch
knock
out
over
for your
this
brother.
time.
Keep
So.
an eye on your brother, all right?
I got it. Okay. Bye
No
bye.
touching, no touching.
Oh,
Don't touch
man.
it. Did you just hit
Don't-
yourself?
You didn't put
he
the.
hit himself on the way out.
You did put the one thing up. Cool.
The what?
The
Oh, yeah, that thing.
Japan thing.
Okay, anyways. Welcome back to the Amp Lunchtime Live. You are joined with myself, Logan, and Talon here today. We're here to answer all your non-Airsoft questions, non-Airsoft problems and issues, and overall just be goobers for the next hour, because this is our only respite to the daily madness that is working at an Airsoft company.
I need a little,
Anyways.
I need a little stand right here.
You want me to go get my phone stand from the
Yeah,
my
that'd be kinda
thing?
cool.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. I'll be right back. Oh, God. Dude, my legs are killing me from the workout last
Hey,
week.
¿dónde está la leche?
I'm going to go kill Mike.
Let's see. Oh, frick, a bunch of people. What is that? Instagram? Bunch of people on Instagram. Yeah, Ross, you did hear Magnet. Let's go back up to the top. Hello, Sid. Hello, Gray Bush. What up, Mr. Cheddar? Call sign Boik. Key, it's Damien. Get me a rat with a discount on the Article 3. Well, why would you want an Article 3 when we've got the Article 4 that's coming out? Huh? Just saying. Maybe you need the Article 4 rather than the Article 3. You feel me?
Dude, those are so cool. I want the purple one to come back because I want one so bad. Because I want to do the article, Heretics Lab article from Wolverine. I want to do that, the purple amethyst one, but get a Mac Customs purple carbon fiber forged outer barrel handguard, the 10-inch one, and then do the CO2 stock. So it's a skeletonized, crazy purple carbon fiber, like just ghetto blaster looking build. And I really, really badly want to do it. Like that's
The problem is I got to answer that email today, and I'm just loathing.
it's fine. It's fine. I want to go ahead and do that because I think it'd be really cool. And I really want a lightweight MTW, like not a lightweight, the lightest weight MTW I can. Because I know Billy, for example, he has his Gordon gun, which he has his like crazy spec'd out MTW, which is sick. But I want like the whoa.
It's my stuff.
But anyways.
Mr. Cheddar eating chicken and rice right now.
I got beef and rice in the fridge.
I had beef and rice yesterday. I'm doing rice cakes and peanut butter, and then this morning I had, oh my God, why am I blanking?
It's been a rough morning.
Fried egg over the potato-y.
Ooh. I got you.
What is that breakfast thing? That's potatoes and shredded.
Hash browns.
Hash browns. There you go. But they were cubed rather than.
Country style. Country
Yeah.
fried. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds so good. I had my Jimmy Dean's breakfast sandwich today, and then I got ground beef and rice for lunch. I don't think we have any sauce. I have my hot sauce, my truffle hot sauce. But I would like to get like a taco sauce of some sort.
We've got the taco sauce, and I have my.
I think I barely. There's like barely any left in
I got my mayo sriracha.
Oh, okay. I'll do that with the truffle sauce then. Meal prep with Amped Airsoft. Graybush, hello. Mr. Cheddar, hello. Get me right with the discount code on the Article 3. No, buy it full price. Call sign Boy, hello. I've already cursed Mike out in the other room, so that's taken care of. I'm ignoring all the magnet comments. I'm just gonna scroll right past that.
But Graybush is looking out for you.
That's great. I
So
am
is Boyd.
ignoring it. I'm ignoring it.
You can't ignore the power of magnets.
Yeah, I can. Dude, Andrew last week was like, I'm getting so frustrated with the clicking. I'm like, yeah, I know he did that on purpose for you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. He's also going to be a little more frustrated.
No. Oh, come on. Give him a break.
He had a whole week for a break.
Oh, you fucking monster.
Always with the magnets.
You're a monster. Is the speed trigger on the Article 3 good? Yeah, it's a speed trigger. They're adjustable, so you can make it as good or as bad as you want, honestly. You can make it with as much uptake or as little as you possibly can. I do know. Wait, do the articles have the hole in the trigger guard? Like a speed cut or something?
Like a removable trigger guard? Is that what
No.
you're referring
Like
to?
so, like if you're looking at if you're looking at a trigger guard, it would be like a hole, kind of like Dremel at the bottom of it, you know?
Like the bottom of the Gen 3s?
Yeah. Does it have that? Because
No,
you could.
Because they're removable.
Oh, I was okay. Well,
It's like a real trigger guard where you can remove it.
that completely negates. Because I was gonna mention that you can make it this speed trigger on the Article 3 good. It is good. You can make it better if you tape a McDonald's straw to it and make it into a really large blade trigger.
Never mind, they don't come off.
Which would be really cool. Okay, so then some Dremel work, you can make it a really cool speed trigger. Logan doesn't love me anymore. I love everyone equally. I also just hate everyone equally. It's an unfortunate byproduct of being here and you guys enjoying my time. My external battery is limited to only so much love and affection. Are we looking at the article?
Yep, the Article 4 specifically. I'm trying to find. Here we go. Yeah, so
Yeah, it does. You can put a McDonald's straw in there. You can at least put a Dunkin's coffee straw through that.
I don't think so. I think you're kind of limited.
Oh, chair squeaks. That's going to kill me. Do we have WD-40 in here?
We do not.
Damn it.
Who's asking? Why kits?
Yeah, because
So-
yeah.
Listen, they all come with Picatinny, so you add whatever stock you want on it.
The articles are so cool.
The Article 3 comes with a drop stock.
I think
But
it's...
for the Article 2 and 1, it comes with a Picatinny, well, and the 4, comes with a Picatinny back slot, so you can put whatever stock you want, like the MCX or the SIG style
Bro, you
of
could be-
stocks.
You could be baller as shit and put a fucking... Excuse me. Put a folding stock on it.
Yeah.
Which would be so sweet. Only problem is that, like, if you put a folding stock on with the tank, it's kind of I don't want to say like a repetitive thing, but if you get the one with the HPA with the normal grip instead of the tank grip, that'd be sweet. I still want to do the Wraith combo with the skeletonized purple upper. Oh, that'd be so cool. That'd be a sick build.
I still need to put my MTW back together all the way.
Yeah, I'm excited to use that at Midsummer Nightmare coming up. That'd be sweet. A suppressed MTW. This is actually my first foray into really doing anything Wolverine-wise with MTWs. And they're always so cool to go ahead and fight with. Fighting against them sucks because they suppress them, with a foam baffled suppressor, and it's like the most difficult thing in the world to hear, except if you have a Matcraft like PDIK or a PDI HPA kit or something like that in an airsoft gun. Those are even quieter. Wes has a really, really, really sick AK that the only thing you hear is the actual solenoid actuating inside the engine, and it's just disgusting. Yeah.
Jeremy, I think might be using Google Translate because it doesn't come across super well. Guys, any recommendation for people who don't sing when you give in? Greetings from Spain.
Who don't sing?
Yep, S-I-N-G, sing. When you give it. I'm not sure the context.
My girlfriend
of,
doesn't sing. So, like, I don't know. I don't have any basis for that.
Yeah, but what's context of giving it?
That's what that comment just was. Is
Well, like, give it. Like, give it?
I don't know. What is it?
What type
Are
of
we using context?
singing?
You might have to be
Are we
more,
singing or using the vocal cords?
You might have to be a little bit more descriptive on that one, my friend.
Yeah, you got a link?
You brother. Yeesh. Well, that's wow. What's that breakfast thing? That of potatoes? Ooh, hash browns. That's why I have the hole in the guard for the pen. I completely forgot that I have to scroll down when I am not in the active portion of the Instagram feed. Now your trigger work. Jeez, thanks. Name your first ever airsoft gun. From Trevor. Get back to work first off.
Yeah, man.
Sir, come on, stop slacking. Let's go, buddy. First ever airsoft gun was, I can actually tell you, it was one of those, I think it was from Crossman, and it was back, they still make them. I think Crossman makes them, at least. I know other companies do. But it's that little MP5 AEP pistol that has the scope as the hopper. It's like this big. Though that was my first ever airsoft gun. My dad had it as a joke to shoot cans in our backyard. He never used it. So I had that, and then my brother had a Springer P229, I think. Walter P229, something Springer, you know, with the magazine that has like the 50 BBs in it. They have to pull the feeder down, you have to shake the mag and get them to load, and then that's what we played with for, oh God, years. Maybe a year, 2 years in our backyard. Then we moved up to the Crossman R34, I believe it's called, with the hopper, but the magazine is the battery, I believe, way back when.
Oh.
Oh God, this thing was a piece of crap. But man, we thought we were the coolest guys out there. Yeah, those are mine. What about you?
A Well VSR 10 clone was my
sick.
first one. So that's actually the one that's in the office, the one on the far left on my
Are you
rack.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That is the one.
That's sick as hell.
And then also got upgraded by Vroom Productions, or Vroom Armament, up in Wisconsin.
Is that your boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I wonder if I still can find my two OGs at my parents' house. I wouldn't even know where to start looking, but I know we went from that to having it very quickly. But also, God, how old was I? I was super young. I was like 4. No. Oh God, no. I was thinking of my brother's age. I was like 6 or 7 when I got that gun. And then after like a year, we got the other one, and then I started actually going to open plays when I was like 9 or 10. At some very sketchy arenas that definitely should not have been allowing people under the age of 12 to go play an open play with, but they did anyways. Those were good days. Simpler days. No bills.
Yeah. Vroom Armament is my homie.
Crazy good work. I really need to put my Graybush says I really need to put my AK M60V, and I really need to put my AK M60, and I've just been lazy to do so. Put together?
To use.
I really need to put my AK M60. It's just the way I read it was wrong. I'm a little dyslexic today. Don't mind me. That's fair. It's a big gun. I wouldn't want to use that anyways. Eric Airball, I like all my advice to be sung to me. I think most people do. Jesse Marie, hey Brody. Are you Brody?
No. Maybe Broski.
Broski? Are you Broski?
I can be a broski. You can give me a brewski.
Brother, tell me what. I would love. It's a Monday. It's a Wednesday. Almost said it was a Monday. Feels like a Monday. My first ever airsoft gun was the WeTech High Cap X Dragon. What is that?
So that's kind of like a high cap, a specific. It's like one of the early split slide versions.
High cap.
Funny enough, the X Dragon on YouTube was one of the first videos of like a pistol getting blown the freak apart.
This thing. Okay, because I remember wanting one because it looked like the Tomb Raider pistol, the 7-inch barrel or whatever it ends up being. That was super sick to go ahead and look at. Yeah, I remember those cool days. What are you giggling at as I'm
Gray
looking at more
Bush.
stuff?
First AEG was the JG614, the 416 copy.
What do you want?
He
I
wants
thought
to
you
just. He
What are
wants-
you doing back, Dad?
He just wants
Get
to do
out.
his job.
Get out of our room.
Why'd you attack him like that?
You have milk?
I brought milk.
It's been 84 years. God, it's only a matter of time till we see some sideways shit and get just canceled. I can't wait.
Nah.
I could already cancel it. I got a super cock coming.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Gray Bush. Now, my first AEG was the JG614, the 416 copy. Nice. Nice. It is safe to cut the back of the gearbox. Yeah, if you're doing HPA install.
Yeah.
Some, if I'm correct in saying this, because you're the techie in the room currently, am I correct in saying this, that some of the guns, though, require the back of the gearbox, because that's where the buffer tube and stuff like that screws into, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so you would just have to make sure about that.
You just gotta be careful, is all.
Yeah.
Like, make sure that your buffer tube doesn't screw into the back of the stock. There are ways to get around it. So you could put like a really wide washer and nut onto that buffer tube screw in order to hold it in place. But it is going to be a little bit, it could be more prone to wiggling the stock if you don't have it just right. That's my only thing.
Talon 2025. That's my only thing. Oh, excuse me. I haven't eaten yet. I'm starving.
I was sweating just standing outside. I just thought, like,
I think the real feel outside today is like 104 or something right now. It's ridiculous out.
it's really humid too.
Real feel currently outside is 89 degrees. That's just at least right now, which I don't believe that at all. Real feel is 102.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Top temperature today is going to be a high of 94, and the humidity is a lovely 53% outside, and I guarantee the dew point is even worse. 68 degrees dew point. So when you're outside, you're just going to stand there feeling like you're swimming. Oh, it is.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, that's how it feels like Gun Gamers outside again, because that was when you stand out there and you just like become a sponge and absorb all the liquid, and you're like, this is abysmal. I have to thank God I did not ride my bike in today, or else I'd probably blow my brains out. My first, Carlson Boyk says, my first was a screwed up Falcon Defense AR-15 that I dropped a Polestar into to make it work. Falcon Defense AR? I've never heard of Falcon Defense, have you?
Yeah, it's one of those on e-bike. They, I think, did just a really limited run.
It's either Falcon or Falcor.
Falcor.
Falcor! Oh, yeah, those guys. Okay.
It's
I've
Coco
always-
Bear!
I've always thought the handguards on those look really cool. I like the designs of the handguards where it's the triangles and it looks like it's wire mesh almost.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really, really sick handguards. Not terribly practical, but very cool looking. Yeah, those are cool guns. I wish I had more cool guns. Wish I had more airsoft guns to begin with. I don't have very many.
Let's go over to YouTube real quick. Mr. Chef, who also commented Magnet.
I'm ignoring it from here on out. I don't care. You guys can do as much damage as you want. I will just completely disregard its existence.
I'm buying a TM MWS this week when I get my paycheck.
Nice. Those are sweet. Those are sweet. Does Hugh have one of those? Somebody within our group has an MWS of some sort.
I think Hugh does.
Yeah. If it is the gun I'm thinking of, and if TJ's in the comments, he'll definitely let us know. Thing rips. TM gas backs are just great, especially with a couple of upgrade parts. They're sweet.
Coco Bear, what up, fellas? Do you think AEGs will have new development that pushes AEGs further, or have AEGs reached their limit and now it's HPA GBB time to shine? I'll be watching later for answers.
Ooh, I have a good one for that. First off, hey homie, hope you're doing great. Miss you, buddy. Can't wait to see you at the next event. Hopefully Copperhead, which would be sweet. But I have my own opinions on what he just said.
So I
Let's see
think
something.
that AEGs have reached their limit. There's really not much further to go. Our most recent development from the AEG side was getting the brushless motors. And after that, it's going to be, I think, just small increments or changes. We've seen the upgrades to the air compression system. We've seen short stroke or dual sector gear. We've seen all the electronics and MOSFETs that go into upgrading AEGs. We've seen the hop-up units, Type 4 barrels, all of those things influence HPA builds or even GBB builds because AEGs have been around the longest, most consistently the longest. GBBs have also had their time alongside AEGs, but they haven't had as much time under build because there is a higher cost associated to them, and it's way harder to work on builds because not a lot of people are running them, so third-party manufacturers aren't producing parts because there's not enough players running them. So there's a little bit of like catch-22 in regards to GBBs. There is room to grow and there's room for improvement, but it is relatively limited just based on the functionality of the gas blowback system innately. So there could be room for GBBs. AEGs, I think, have reached a limit. HPA was, in my opinion, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe to be the ultimate upgrade conversion from AEG to the best possible performance.
I agree.
One of the first implementations of an Airsoft replica, other than the Springer, was the piston air compression system. It looks like a spray container,
Yeah.
but that produces the air pressure in order to fire, and that was used over in Japan in the early Airsoft game. And then they just slung it onto their backpack, ran around until they expelled all of that air pressure, and then would find a corner, take it off, repump air pressure, and then sling it back on. So we've kind of taken HPA as not as far as it can go, because there is still some room for improvement, but because of the level of competition that we see here in the US for HPA manufacturers, it's small developments and small improvements when it comes to these. There's a couple of breakthroughs like Backdraft producing some of the cheapest engines on the market, but
I think they're the cheapest.
it is, again, that give and take of you get the cheapest, but you're not going to get the performance. So there's a happy medium in there.
They do pretty well, though. They do, like, for the price, they do shockingly well.
Yeah.
Kudos to that man. Aiden, GOAT, honestly.
So all three of our power sources, AEG, GBB, HPA, there are room for improvements, but it's incremental, small improvements. And I think GBB has the most room to grow in regards of improvement and development.
Yeah.
That's my take. That's my 2 cents.
I would agree. I think there is only a very small sphere of things to go ahead and work on when it comes to AEGs. Now, the first thing that comes to my mind when it comes to AEGs that could be worked on and improved is just what more so is considered an AEG, right? So, for example, we all remember the GBLS gun, right? Like, that was kick ass. And I have some trigger time on it. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I would love to own one. But I think that as it is an AEG, and it is also a Springer at the same time, because when you run out of battery, you can actually single shot it. That's kind of designed for it. I think having something like that in the industry, and because that's the only company I know of that is doing something like that right now. I think having something like that in the industry would be killer, because it is pretty much kind of the only way to move forward when it comes to AEGs. We've done the brushless motor, gears, all the internal stuff, different MOSFETs. You have every company feels like it's doing its own thing when it comes to MOSFET, which is not a bad thing. I'd rather have more selections than less, because you can really dial in and cater. This goes for HPAs as well. Exactly what you want in your build. But for AEGs, I think that moving to a more realistic side of things for electric guns is the way to go for that. But it's just, we have no idea when that's going to be happening, except for GBLS. And then I agree with you with what you said with the HPA stuff. It's, at this point, it's just, I don't want to say reinventing the wheel when it comes to companies. It's not, because the wheel is so different every time it's reinvented. You have Aiden with Backdraft. He is making the cheapest engines on the market, but they perform excellent. Then you have a company out, I think it's called Spark Labs, the Wolf, if I'm not correct. Is that what it's called, Ross? Spark Labs?
The new one, yeah.
Yeah, which has a claimed 15,000 shot capacity with how air efficient it is, which is wild. Then you have companies like Wolverine and Polar Star, which are like the go-to engines for 90% of the players, because they are tried, they are true, and they're reliable as all get out. So it's there's little room for. I want to say AEGs are going to be. You are correct with GBBs that there is a large market of things to do for it. But I think that if somebody does something really wild with AEGs to make it more realistic, because that's something I've personally been chasing for the longest time. So I love HPAs, I love GBBs, I really do. However, I also like the idea of putting a battery in a gun and just going. I don't have to worry about tank line reg. I don't got to worry about silicone and lubing things up and making sure my gas is good. And if it's too hot or too cold, and blah blah blah. I really think that somebody making a realistic AEG is going to be the next big innovation for Airsoft, personally, or like the next big step to go ahead and go into. That's where I take it as.
Yeah, Boyk made a comment that I don't agree with. GBB is one hole in a screw in quick connect away from being HPA. So that's not HPA in functionality. It is in description, but the base origin of HPA and how it's utilized in communication and like advertising and marketing is functionally different from gas blowback.
You're not
AEG and HPA are very similar in regards to like a hybrid vehicle, where it's the same base vehicle, but it can either utilize like electronic components or gas operated components to run and operate. And there are certain things you can do with certain brands of vehicles that you can change that motor out and put an all gas powered motor inside of that. So it's still the same chassis, it's still the same car, but what you're using to power it is functionally different. So that would be AEG and HPA. GBB would be like if you're like LS swapping a Volkswagen Bug, right? It's completely functionally different. And if you were to do what you're describing of GBB and making it HPA tapped, it would be just putting like a 50-gallon gas tank on the back of that Volkswagen Bug. Functionally, that Bug is going to operate very differently once it's LS swapped, and then supplying it with more fuel, more air source, is what is supplying that air. So the base operation now is not changing. A GBB is still a GBB. You're just adding to the reservoir of power source for that GBB. Mm-hmm. That's all that is.
Because it's not HPA. When you think of an HPA rifle, I think of tank line reg, engine, like the engine, the internals are completely are different versus a GBB where it's like, I throw a tap adapter into it. Well, it's considered HPA, yeah, but it's still in my head a gas blowback because it is using gas to perform a blowback function.
Yes.
Eric said to go to the Rite Aid to get a snack, and I'm sitting here going, I fucking wish. I wish. There were some people who came by the Rite Aid the other day and like walked up to it and like grabbed the door without, I don't think, realizing that it's closed. For those of you who don't know in the live, we actually have a CVS or a Walgreens style place called Rite Aid, if you don't know what a Rite Aid is, but know what CVS and Walgreens are, right next to the shop. And that was our go-to for, don't giggle.
I just wondered, you said CVS and Walgreens before saying Rite Aid.
Well, I'm making a comparison.
It's fine, it's fine.
We have one right across the street that has since closed because they filed for Chapter 14 bankruptcy, I think, which is like a huge downside because now you have to walk across the street to 7-Eleven. Deal with those people. It's, you know, people who go to 7-Eleven. God, the amount of crackheads that go there is insane.
Yeah.
62 degrees here in Montana. I'm jealous. God dang it.
Is the speed trigger on the Article 3 good? It's good.
I think we're past that. Or somebody already asked that. Yeah, that's the whole me saying the tape a straw to it and stuff like that. Yeah. Super early days of Airsoft, I remember right when it was late 70s and 80s. Yeah, those are good days. UV's one hole away. Mr. Esposito, HPA tapping and GBBR is also the easy way out. Suffer with the rest of us. I agree. Suffer. Be a man.
Yeah, spend $60 per magazine.
Dude, I love the prices for GBBs because you look at it, you go, oh god, is this what I actually pay for real steel stuff? Like, you pay $60 a mag, and it's like, yeah, some ammunition is worth $60 a magazine for real steel stuff. What do you think about the Daytona gun system, which I think is what he's talking about? Daytona guns are wild. They're very, very cool. I actually would love, I've had time underneath a Daytona, but it's like, Daytonas are it's a weird hybrid between HPA and GBB because it's not it is not a GBB where you can operate it as like throw a gas mag and it's good. You have to have an HPA system into it, but it functions like a
Well, it's
a GBB.
the base system of it is an HP system because it's
Yes.
utilizing the same body, the
Yes.
same chassis,
Yes.
and then you're changing the power source that's inside there.
Yes.
How it functions is more like a GBB, and that's the point and purpose, where you have something that is going to operate and reciprocate and function more similarly to a GBB while utilizing a non-GBB body.
Yeah, I will say back at our home field, one of our home fields, Black Ops Airsoft, there's a guy who had a Daytona 249. Wild, so cool. Just that was very cool. Oh hey, Airsoft junkies, how do you go? Haven't seen you guys in a long time. Coulson Boyk said they're neat, but from the price what I've seen, they are too expensive. Well, think of it as this way, right? You're paying for a Daytona with all those features and functions, but you would also spend that amount of money on an MTW. Like, they are around the MTW cost. It is a premium product being offered from a premium brand. And that's how a lot of people, and how I equate to other people. I would pay money for a Daytona if I wanted to. Again, I'm not a fan of tank line regs. It's just unfortunately how I like to play. But it's MTW pricing. And that's complete. Have you seen the inside of those things? It's completely understandable why they're so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
Then we'll put a boss on it and play with the fire stick. Yes. Yes. I would love to do that. The boss units, man. Oh, God, they are so cool. Having that in an indoor facility is... actually, let me preface. Having that at any facility is wild. We actually got the chance to play with it at MK Clarksburg. Tom had brought the boss unit out. And that on his MTW was so cool. You just come around the corner and it's so loud, reverberates off everything. I love the boss unit. Eric's here. E-House from Gun Gamers is here in the YouTube chat. Recoil AGs would be cool if they would be built robustly enough to perform well and last long a time, not being too expensive to possibly sell. That I would agree, but let's put it this way: the KWAs, though, the ERGs on the ERGs with KWA, they're pretty damn good and robust. You are the KWA fanboy of the office, so I'm gonna let you take this one away.
I really like the ERG. I've utilized T10 when they first came out, and I ran that thing through its paces. They're incredibly robust. I've got a picture or a video of me putting it onto a pull-up bar on the two ends.
Oh yeah,
so, stock, end of the handguard, and then grabbing right in the middle where it's the weakest between the upper receiver and the handguard, and then doing pull-ups on that. So the bodies are very robust. They are incredibly heavy, and the recoil operation is in line with the piston cylinder. So there's nothing that's going to cut down as far as breaking down internal components. I know that what is that? That electric recoil AK, is that from E&L?
E&L makes one.
Yeah.
They make a drop-in kit.
Okay, that might be from me now.
But there was one from out of the box. It was an electric
you can buy
recoil.
them fully built. You can also buy the drop-in kits.
Okay.
Electric recoil.
Because there was one of these electric recoil AKs that the way it was designed was on your piston there was a 90-degree pin, and that intersected with the recoil system on the AK. So the charging handle couldn't move and operate, and there was a forced recoil spring. But at that 90-degree bend, it would snap because it's the force of the gear pushing the spring backwards and then pushing the electric recoil spring backwards. So that's double the force.
That's dumb.
Yeah. So
I almost said the gamer word. That's dumb.
Yeah. And so the pin on one of ours that we constantly had coming in, because that pin kept snapping and breaking.
Yeah.
And we had just got him a brand new gun after replacing that part, and that one kept snapping and breaking. So that one just did not work out.
Course.
So yes, the Bolt AK. Thank you, Jordan. It was the Bolt.
But yeah, Eric. So those KWAs, that might be something genuinely to look into. I have seen those last a long time. You keep talking about, I know you're a KWA fanboy. However, but you have run yours so often and for so long, it's proven at this point in my eyes.
Yeah.
And anyone who's looking for a good recoil system, I always recommend the KWA ERG's recoil system, because I have seen significantly less problems with that recoil system, KWA, than other companies or other companies who do a hybrid system or something like that. Even with gas blowbacks, low-powered gas blowbacks, I see less problems than with that thing. And you can run them at full auto pretty damn well, and it feels really good. It's actually a really good system. So that might be something you're looking for.
Yeah. The only negative or downside to the KWA ERGs is that you do need a higher voltage battery in order to get the trigger response to be fast enough to what you want it to be.
Higher than 11.1?
It needs to be like a really high C11 one.
Oh, so like a high power, like the 50C discharge batteries.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about like 25 and 30Cs? Because I know Titan lipos are at that 25 to 30C versus high power Airsoft, where they have theirs at like I think 30C, and then they jump up to like 50C, which is insane.
Yeah, so the 30C and 50C are going to be the ones you're going to need.
Got it.
I have
Okay.
one that is a Tynergy.
Tenergy.
Nope, not Tenergy. It's like a weird one-off of Tenergy. But that
Okay.
that one's an insane C output.
Yeah.
Because you have your single pull and then you have your auto continuous pull
Yeah.
of C energy.
It might be better then in that case to recommend if somebody's looking for a better output for that to go ahead and look for a literal RC car battery with a crazy high C instead of looking at the Airsoft brands. Is that what I'm kind of getting at?
No, I would have to experiment with the new Titan ones.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the early Titan ones, when they were coming out, were not. They could still power the KWA, but it wasn't fast enough.
Yeah, but the highest discharge, the ones that we have are like 25C. So if you're like needing 30C and above, the Titan ones, unfortunately, I don't think are going to cut it.
Okay.
And the Lions definitely aren't going to cut it because I think those are even actually lower C, not by much, like in the 20C range, I think. But then again, I don't have the packaging in front of me, nor do I have the product information. But I do know that they're the 1200 milliamp, 11.1 volt blue lipo batteries from Titan are 25C.
Yeah. I would run them, but I wanted a little bit more.
Well, yeah, you want as snappy as possible.
Yeah.
I get that.
And I've got a specific battery that can do that.
Nice.
So that's my only gripe thing about the KWA ERGs is that you do need just a higher power. Some of their newer ones, I'll say, Eric, do function on the 30 and 120 capacity magazines. So you do have the empty magazine detection with that electric recoil.
Yeah.
The early T10 did not have the cutoff magazine feature, but their newer ones, the Q10, M10, and T10, not the T10. Am I thinking P10?
I don't know. I'm not the KWA nerd.
They got a few.
This is your quiz.
Yeah, they got a few models out. Some of them specifically have the cutoff feature. Some of them do not.
Overall, they're just sick. I know Jordan actually mentioned as well before we get off this KWA, glazing train, is the new PTS KWA ERG with their new electronics are a 10 out of 10. Yeah, they're great. But I did see that. Graybush asked, "What's the most you would spend on an airsoft gun, and what would it be?" I already know what that would be, and it would be my Fatco custom build. I think one of them was like just north, like maybe $2,100. The other one was like 19 and some change. I have two of them, and I would happily spend that again on a product like the Fatco guns because one, not only is Dean awesome to work with. He's a local to Wisconsin. I've known him for quite some time before actually purchasing his guns. He's an awesome guy, and he does some of the best AEG work that I personally have seen. That his warranty system is awesome. If you need help with your gun on site, because he does go to the AMS games just like RPS, and you have one of his guns, he will not play and fix your gun for you. I mean, he's just an exceptional person to go ahead and work with. And not only is his product exceptional, I blew up the gearbox on one because I hit a doorway sideways and somehow a bearing got knocked loose and completely ground up my gearbox. He replaced it all for me. And just his business is just awesome to work. He's just a great guy. And for something like that, not only is his product good, but he himself and how he conducts his business is great. I would support that any day and happily purchase something like that again and again. I would like to get another Fatco gun. But I'm trying to save up a little bit of money to get the Gen 12 from Wolverine personally right now. But yeah, I would do that again. For that gun, any day, without question.
The most that I would want to spend would be $600-700.
Yeah.
And then have enough wiggle room for accessories.
That's fair.
To get to the $1,000 mark.
Yeah, that's fair. I am also that person who I will take off my optics and stuff and put it on another gun and keep kind of having that train going. Because that's just who I am. I'm pretty... I don't want to say set in my ways, but like I like my EOTechs, I like my Surefires, and I like my PEC. I don't really want to try the new Hollis and this or whatever ends up being because I'm used to it. I'm old, craggly like that, where I'm like, no, I want it like this. Give it back to me like this. So I'll just do that. I have the same grip setup for I think every single one of my M4s that I have, and yeah, just I don't know, I'm weird like that, I guess.
Dro, what should I use to cut my gearbox? A Dremel.
Your teeth. God, could you imagine sitting there like doing the old nickel trick, just
No, not me.
breaking crowns?
What's the best sidearm? I'm new to Airsoft and only got a spring action.
Elite Force 1911, hands down, the tank, the GOAT, the two World BB Wars, the best handgun.
I like the 19X, the 45 from Elite Force.
Yeah.
They are green gas, but they can take the CO2 magazines for the VFC Glocks. I just feel like they have a little bit better action.
Yeah.
I think it's the recoil spring that they use on those guys. It's functionally different from the Gen 4 and Gen 3 17 that Elite Force has. That's my 2 cents.
No, I agree. The Glocks from Elite Force are insane. It's just Elite Force is just Elite Force sidearms. I think in general are just solid sidearms to have. Period. Whether you're starting off or you are a player that's been in the industry or the game for a long time. Like I have a Glock from Elite. I have a Glock 17, and it's CO2 powered. And I forgot my CO2 in when I came back from Gun Gamers, and I tested it out this week, just a week later. Still holds there and still works just fine. It's dirty and stuff. I mean, they're just Elite Force sidearms. In period, I think. Graybush is leaving. Goodbye. Have fun. Be safe in the Montana weather, even though it's absolutely probably beautiful. God, I would take 67 degrees any day right now.
Yeah.
It's so ungodly hot that I feel like I need to wipe myself down after I come back in from outside.
See you later, Graybush.
Bye. My Elite Force 1911 I can throw a tree and it still just keeps going. You're not wrong. This weekend at TRP, I had a guy. He had the Elite Force 1911 that's black and dimpled. What is that, the night variant or whatever? But he had that, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, I can't get it to cycle. It's like stuck. It won't work." I'm like, "All right." So I'm trying to get it to cycle, and it won't work. And originally, I thought the hammer was pushing up into the slide, preventing it from sliding forward, and it wasn't. It's like, huh. I just held the hammer down. I smacked it on the counter. It went into battery. Racked it a couple times. Test fired it. Worked. There goes my hair tie. Worked just fine. And I didn't think it would work like that. I'm like, these things are tanks. They will just not die. My old one that I have retired since then because I just feel like it deserves to go and not be played with anymore. But those things are just awesome. Go away, Graybush. Well, I'm not enticing this.
Clara Sim 69. I'm thinking about buying the Umer X Glock 19X so I can buy the Recover Tactical PIX platform.
Cover Tactical PIX? Never. Is that the drop-in like Ronin kit that they had at one point?
I do not know.
Albumin allergy. What is it called?
PIX. Recover Tactical PIX.
Tac PI.
Oh,
Ooh,
it is a kit.
Oh, it is like the Ronin kit. Interesting. So this is more so. Oh, that is cool though. So it's like the Ronin kit, but instead of it being all bulbous and weird, it actually looks a little bit more like an MPX of some sort.
It reminds me of like the Lambda.
Yeah, okay. I like that. I personally have never been a fan of kits like the Ronin and the Recover Tactical because, so in the way for the Recover Tactical, it looks like it is a bullpup kit, or not bullpup kit, but you put the Glock in forward. Then it has the trigger shear like a bullpup, and then you go ahead and pull the trigger. So I'd be worried if it was going to get squishy, like an actual bullpup would. Mm-hmm. But stuff like the Ronin kit, where you literally open up the Ronin, and you put your Glock in, and then you use the lower from the Glock to literally be the lower of the Ronin kit. I think that's more of a better design choice. I don't know, just putting a Glock into a PCC carbine kit like this is just kind of weird to me. I don't know. That's just me, though. Not like the SIG Flux, the SIG Raider. That thing is. Which, speaking of SIG, oh my goodness, we can talk about it. So SIG, I'm gonna mention this because it's just really funny.
You can talk about it. It's beating a dead horse.
It's just
I'm tired.
It's so funny. SIG sent an email today because, like, unfortunately the airman did pass away after the SIG decided to shoot itself off, which apparently is not possible. And in an email that they sent out today to multiple people, which I'm assuming is just like their dealer network as well as like individuals who purchased from them, they quadrupled down saying that the SIG can't P320, M18, M17 variant, whatever, cannot and will not fire if the trigger is not actuated. After earlier in the email mentioning the unfortunate incident that happened at the Air Force Base as well as some other ones. And I'm like reading this email, scrolling through. I'm like, guys, you're digging yourself a hole further into the hole, and you are really, really digging yourself. I'm just like, this is funny. I've saved it, and I'm thinking of actually framing it and putting it up on my wall because it's just funny that a firearm company would be this. Can I say inept? Inept? Or how would you explain that? Just dumb. Just straight dumb.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Silly gooses. So they're just being silly geese. Hey, don't worry about our unfinished product. It works just fine. Oh, somebody got shot in the chest with it at their desk? It works just fine. Don't worry about it. If they stop work, concussive matinee, then they fix himself. Yeah, it's concussive maintenance is what he said. No, that's exactly right. See anything on YouTube? Think about this. Ham Gamer first airsoft gun from your website. It's the GMG SAM-16 Botto. What do you think? Good. G&Gs are solid. I actually recommend those for anyone looking into getting airsoft and getting into airsoft. Is to use the G&Gs as a great introduction to that, especially the SAM-16s. That was my one of my first airsoft rifles. It was the G&G. It was way back when. And then I immediately got it and threw a runline system into it just because I wanted an HPA. But G&Gs are solid, and you can pretty much do anything with them. I kind of call them the Toyotas of the airsoft world because they're so plentiful and everywhere, and you can do almost anything you want with them. Yeah, it's so good choice, man. Good choice.
Yeah, I think they're awesome.
Yeah. GHK Glock with the USW kit is hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of GHK Glocks. I have one, and it just never works. We haven't ever looked back into that to figure out why my Glock is just deciding to have a 15-pound trigger pull, right?
No.
No?
No.
Can we figure that out and just,
I'll fucking add it to my list.
You seem so tired today.
I feel so tired.
Do you need another energy drink?
No, I do.
Yeah.
I almost asked John if he had any pre-workout.
Good Lord, man. All right. Well, I have the stimulant complex that I use that's in the animal packs that I can just give you those. It's literally, you're going to get red pilled because it is a red pill if you want that.
Open my eyes.
Please. Oh my God. What do you guys think about the Heretic Labs guns? They're great. We've actually, funny enough, if you rewind the live, we did talk in depth about how good they are and how much I want to do a purple amethyst build of one. They're great. They're awesome. For out-of-the-box speedsoft guns, there's not much you would want to do to change them. Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, they're awesome. Gotta go. Fiance wants to run to get groceries. Nah. No, you can just stay here for a little longer. We have 12 minutes. Groceries can wait. Getting your family can wait. It's all right. We're more important. One Shot Pete on YouTube says, which non-M4 platform would you like to be released in the airsoft version that doesn't exist yet? A non-M4 platform. I'm trying to think of what hasn't been done yet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the Gaspel Black PPSH 41, but that's because I saw it at Gun Gamers, which is insane. That thing has a high rate of fire. They've done a lever action, as clearly as you can see with our absolute just getting on our knees for G&G for that one. God, it's such a great weapon platform. Ross, what about you? Non-M4 platform that you'd like to see released in Airsoft that has not been done yet.
That hasn't been done is hard. I mean, it's gonna be just some absurd, sub-variant of a rifle that's already released.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm thinking as well.
Okay, so to modify the question then, that has been done, even if it's ancient, that you want to see come back? Because I already have an answer for that, personally.
I mean, mine's the Uzi, but I'm bringing it back.
That's valid.
I'm building that thing from scratch from an old vintage body, so...
Okay, so Ross got the Uzi. What do you got?
I'm thinking... I would like to see the M14 get redone. I would like to see it be not complicated.
That goes
Yeah.
is nice. I don't know
Yeah.
about internals, but
Like
Oh, it's
up in
cool.
Wisco, like 8 years ago, 10 years ago, like the Sima M14 was
Yeah.
the DMR
Yeah,
rifle.
it was. I remember those days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good. Yeah. I have one, and it was because I was talking to you earlier today about it. It's the Mark IV Strafer. For those of you who don't know, back in the day, there's this gun called the Mark IV Strafer that came out, and essentially it is a hopper-fed, air-powered anti-riot device. The non-airsoft version of it. Well, the reason why no one makes it anymore is because it's an anti-riot device by a company called Striker X. And essentially how it works is if you ever watch YouTube and you go ahead and look up custom airsoft guns or airsoft flamethrowers or something, it's you have air going into a tube, that air passes through the hopper and then sucks the BBs out due to physics. Not explaining physics right now. I'm too tired for that. So I would like to see that come back in a FPS-friendly way, because I guess the proposed FPS that it had on the website was like 5 to 600, but it is such an awesome piece to have, and I actually am like trying my hardest to find one of those, that I would like. I just want back, and it's just like 175 rounds per second. It is just a hose. There's no practical application for that, period, in a story, but it's more so just something that's freaking cool that has come out. I would love to see brought back.
From
Yeah,
Clara,
that'd be sick.
From Clara Sim 69, hot take: TM High Kappa better than Elite Force 1911. My High Kappa performs way better than my friend's 1911. And I would expect as it should, because
Really?
you're talking two completely different things. Right?
Fair. You go and then I will go.
Okay. Riddle me this. In the function of doing cross-country trip,
Yeah.
would you rather have a Suburban or an F1 vehicle?
Oh, like F1 race car.
Yes.
Oh, it's Suburban. Yeah, of course.
Like functionally, you're talking two completely different things.
Yes.
High Kappa, which is designed for higher magazine capacity and a lot of aftermarket compatibility, versus the Elite Force 1911, which is designed to be robust, handle some impact, and just work.
So I guess my thing with my follow-up then would that be is, are you talking a stock High Kappa or an upgrade High Kappa? If it's an upgrade High Kappa, yeah, of course it's going to be better than the 1911, or will function better than the 1911. But if it's a stock High Kappa versus a stock 1911, I feel like that's a much more fair comparison, because your analogy makes sense if the High Kappa has been upgraded, I think. Because if you have a stock 1911 and a stock High Kappa, I feel like that's
Like
similar.
like a straight from Japan.
Yeah, like you order the High Kappa from us, you open the box, you take that, and then you order the 1911 from us, the Elite Force 1911 from us, and you take that out of the box. I feel in that exact instance, keeping it stock, the Elite Force 1911 comes out leagues and bounds better than a stock Tokyo Marui High Kappa.
I don't think it's going to outperform, because the High Kappas has less violence to it. So very quickly,
This is true. Yeah.
very quickly, the Elite Force 1911 hop-up unit does wear out. And
Okay.
so it does lose hop and consistency very quickly.
Compared to like how low power the High Kappa is.
Yes.
No, I would agree with that. I mean that makes sense. I still am floating on the side of
I would rather have a 1911.
Yeah. I'm still floating on the side of Sim 69. I like the fact that I prefer the 1911 because dude, if I'm going to a game, if I'm going to a hardcore game, if I'm not speed softing, I'm taking the 1911 because I know that I can have that dunked in water and come out, give it a couple shakes, and it'll work. It's just reliability, I think, is way better than a High Kappa. Yeah, but if it's upgraded, I'll take a decked out High Kappa any day, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get my High Kappa build off the ground. I just need one CTM slide and I can go build it. Armalite Air 18 and BRN 180.
Yeah, the old school.
Those are
like,
sweet, yeah. Speaking of which, the guy who actually asked us the question wants to go ahead and personally have the ASG make a comeback in the CZ Bren 3. Or Elite Force make the Gali Ace 556. Yeah, that Galil Ace at 556. I can't read today. Those would be sweet. Yeah, that'd be cool as a gas back platform, to be completely frank with you. That'd be a sick-ass fullback platform, the BRN 180.
Yeah.
I would want to shoot one of those. I've heard that they shoot really, really well. Like Real Steel shoot one of those. That. What?
A Galil would be funny just for the meme that the original gun manufacturer for the Galil, his name was, instead of Kalashnikov,
Yeah.
Kalashnikov.
What?
The gun manufacturer that manufactured the Galil,
Yeah.
his name is Balashnikov.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So AK being, I'm gonna butcher the A, but it's blank Kalashnikov. That's where AK comes from.
Asimov. Is it Asimov? No, it's not Asimov. I'm thinking of Chernobyl. I was rewatching clips from the Chernobyl miniseries. What does the A in AK stand for? Alabama. We love Gulai. It's probably like automatic Kalashnikov or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. So instead of calling it the Balashnikov, he went with Galil.
We love that. AK stand for. Yeah, Automat, which is automatic Kalashnikov. So I was right. Without knowing I was right, because I'm an absolute goober.
Yeah.
Shelby also said he just gooned a little. I really hope that's not true, because I don't know what you're gooning to. I mean, I got big ass thighs currently, but I'm gonna hide those now because now I'm scared.
Of Tomat Kalashnikova.
Yes. Oh my god, I am so tired.
Yeah. Clara says, my friend is anti-upgrade parts. Asked if he wanted a new hop-up, and he said, my gun already has one.
Ha!
Which,
That's funny.
yeah.
Would you like some gas? I already have some. Is on 20 miles to empty.
I still have not put any max hop-up unit in any of my airsoft guns.
I agree. I've been systematically switching out to all of my max units that I have and switch them out. I will say, the max unit that's in my Scorpion is actually halfway decent. The compared to the stock one, because I just noticed that it just is better because the stock one is a piece of plastic and can break pretty quickly. I don't know if they've made a CNC one. For some reason, my brain is thinking that they did. However, I'm getting that confused maybe with the Max one. But I do know that Max Hop unit is actually really good. And it's bright red. Can you build my Evo?
Can you what?
Can
what?
you build my Evo? If I give you the Evo and I'm like, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not like that many upgrade parts.
It needs to be repurposed. It's a Gen 1 that has been submerged in various liquids, and I've had since I think I've known you, actually. So it needs to be looked at bad.
Yeah.
I still have my sawed-off Mad Bull Black 603 inner barrel in it that I didn't do any crowning to it, so it literally just, I took a straight blade or a sawzall, went zoom, snipped it off because I accidentally ordered too long of a barrel, and I was just too lazy, and it still shoots like a dream today.
Yeah, I did a review video on my channel about your Evo.
Yeah. I don't know why it works. I don't know why it is just a champ and a half. I have like 9 mags for it. Maybe I'll bring that this weekend to take one. I'll run my OG Evo with an 11-1 and see what happens and see if I can break it. Maybe I'll get a 50C discharge one and just run it till it dies. Speaking of that, it is actually 1:58, so we should probably start wrapping up here because I am hungry and I need to eat, if you cannot tell by the lack of energy that I have today. But to wrap it up, we have a couple events coming up here. This week we are going to be at Take One, showing face, having fun with people out in the Rhode Island area. Super excited to go to that event. I personally have never been to Take One, so that's going to be wild. It's a 4-hour drive. I think we're doing that in one day, Ross. Is that we're leaving in the morning, come back at night?
That's the plan.
Good Lord. I'm going to maybe drive separately and get a hotel. That's 8 hours of driving in a day. I'll figure that one out. We have Take One coming up here this weekend, which, again, we're showing face for. We have, coming up in August, we have Midsummer Nightmare in just a week or two. That is by Stag Ops out in the New Hampshire area, Massachusetts area. That way. Way out that way. I cannot wait for that. Midsummer Nightmare and Stag Ops are some of my favorite, not only games, but event producers to go to. After that, we have another TRP game, which is the 24th. We also have Copperhead, which we personally will be at, myself and Talon, as well as David. We'll be making that drive out to see you guys, which, again, Copperhead is just a great game. Have you ever been to Copperhead?
Nope.
Oh, you're going to love it. This guy's a psychopath and likes playing in the heat. I don't know why, but he's like,
I love that shit.
You're gonna love it this week, this time around. Then obviously we also have Ball Card, which unfortunately that is on the same weekend as Copperhead, so we will not be there. But I know we will be delivering pre-orders that event. But that's it. That's it for me.
Next week, we have our giveaway.
Ooh!
So make sure you go to the website, sign up on our giveaway page, get into the chances of winning the APS 12 Mark III.
It's the Street Sweeper.
Yes,
It's the one. It's the one right above your noggin with the drum mag.
And it's not next week, it's the week after.
The
Okay,
week
2
after,
weeks.
Excuse me.
I mean,
the week after.
Figure no,
APS Striker
that
Ball.
one. Don't touch it. that one.
I'm not touching it.
That one. Definitely not this really cool 416 with the blue mag that is not going to be going up on our website anytime soon for sale. That's definitely not it at all. But definitely that one behind your head. But yeah, I think that's about it. Let's go get you an energy drink so you can finish out your day.
Yeah.
You brother, you desperately need it.
am spent.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Me too, buddy. All right, well, that's it. We're out. I'm going to go eat. It's 2:01.